And welcome back to the Dungeon Story. I am Paul, and I have our wonderful players here in front of you to entertain you with our story. But before we get started, Paula, you got some news for us?
We're brand ambassadors for Dice Legion. It's very delightful and exciting. Their dice are very sparkly. There's a particular sort of rosy, pinky gold set that I have my eye on, and I think you will as well. So if you click on the link below, you should check them out.
And it's a good way to support our cause. Now, let's get back into the action where we left off. Fidessa, Denys, you were charged with trying to find the Tome of the Maker, a book that Fidessa lost when delivering it to Alabaster. You find yourselves at the TWA, the Thimgrum Wrestling Alliance Arena, and for some reason, you decided to root through a whole bunch of wrestling gear, which made you very smelly, and Georgie very jealous. Eventually, you made your way underneath the ring and found a trap door. Coming down that trap door into a hallway, you decided to be murder hobos and kill sleeping individuals in their beds. After dispatching them, you've made your way to a doorway, at which point the door has swung open and there is an adversary in front of you. It is time now to roll initiative. All right, let's start with Paula.
That'll be a 12.
12, okay.
It's a perfect 20.
A perfect 20.
Nice.
Whoa. Denys.
It should be a 14.
12.
12.
Hey, initiative buddies.
All right. Issa, it is your turn. You have a guy in this doorway. What are you going to do?
I am going to attack him with my greatsword.
Okay. You're going to take a step forward, pull out your greatsword, roll your attack.
So 22.
22 hits. Roll your damage.
6.
6 points of damage. You stagger him with your blow right across his chest, but he's still standing. He's not looking for food now. He's looking for revenge. Denys, it is now your turn.
Oh, good. Hey, there's a guy right there. I'm gonna punch him. Just gonna walk up beside Ace, and we're just gonna go, bish.
All right.
Up to an 18 even.
An 18 hits. Okay, roll your damage.
And yeah, okay. 5.
5 points of damage to the same guy. Okay. He's still standing.
He's still standing.
Yep.
I'm gonna punch him one more time. Yes, that's gonna be one more to hit.
Okay.
And maybe we'll actually roll a number. 6 damage.
6 damage. You give him a quick elbow to the face and he just burns up, turns into ashes.
He must have been short then.
You had to jump for it.
He was kind of leaning forwards like, who is this little man? Rex, it is your turn.
Just him left. Does he have all of his life still?
He is raring to go. He was expecting food and now he's hangry.
I would like to persuade him to tell us where the book is.
Okay, so you're just gonna barge in there and you're gonna try and persuade him to tell you.
We're going to bard in there.
You're gonna bard in there. Okay.
Well played.
You bard in there, you make your way about 15 feet into the room. This guy's got his sword out, and you're gonna try to convince him to tell you where the book is. Why don't you roll me a persuasion?
That is 11.
11? He basically just kind of looks at you and is like, are you serious?
And then he tells me anyway, right?
You just killed my buddy. Like,
How does he know that?
He was there.
like the ashes right there. Like, you know,
I didn't kill his buddy.
I assume all of you are like part of a group. Like, I don't know. Unless it's like an individual effort, you guys just happen to be in the same place. It doesn't make any sense. Four people come into an area and like you're not associated with each other.
It's just a
I just got.
coincidence. It's just a huge coincidence. He's the good cop.
We're going for a high score.
What's that?
We're going for a high score.
You will die. With that being said, it is now Fidessa's turn.
Oh man, surrendering would be the best option here, I have to say, and you're gonna feel that way particularly in a second. And I cast Mind Sliver on him. He has to pass an intelligence save of DC 13.
DC 13, eh? It is a 19 on the die.
Oh,
Or nothing. Just I ineffectively stand behind him looking tough.
That didn't seem to pan out very well for you. It is his turn. He will make his way over to the bard and attempt to slice a hole into him. Does a 14 beat your armor class?
No.
It doesn't.
Comes right up against it.
He literally takes his sword, puts it on your chest, and starts to draw slowly in a circle, trying to carve this hole out of you, but it doesn't seem to be working. We go to the top of the order. Issa, it is your turn.
So now he's become defensive.
Well,
I'd say.
Yeah,
I'd say
Yeah.
aggressive at this
I
point.
think
I'd try to
fair.
speak to him.
that's fair.
I would like
Mind
to
you, you
keep him
did try and
alive,
cast a
but
spell
I'm
on
trying to think of the best way to do so.
Can you just chop his leg off?
Yeah, go for it.
Just chop his leg off so we can still talk to him?
so you're trying not to kill him. Is what
I'm
you-
trying not to kill him.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're gonna make your way over to him, and go ahead and see if you hit him.
15.
You tried so hard not to kill him that you actually missed. Dennis, it is your turn.
All right, we're gonna.
Punch him?
Surprisingly, we're gonna punch him again.
All right. Go ahead.
A 13.
13 misses.
A 13 misses.
Yes, sir.
Well, I am going to key strike then. We're using flurry of blows. That's officially what we're doing.
Please accidentally kill him.
That's a miss. But then, instead of punching him on my third attack, I'm going to put him in a headlock.
Oh, okay.
So, I am going to make an athletics check against you. Either make an athletics or an acrobatics.
Well. Beat a 12.
Let me see, what's my athletics? I have a 7. That's a 2. So,
This guy.
Man.
so we've swung here twice and then missed to try to grab me.
Who is this guy?
Sweet.
all this guy is feeling is like wind around his head, or more along his lines his waist. Like that's a really pitiful attempt so far by the three of you. Fidessa, can you make it up?
I'm going to use my full movement to get all the way around here behind him.
Okay.
And since I have rests across from me, I have advantage on
Yes.
the attack, so God willing and the creek don't rise, I will actually hit this guy with my stick. 9.
That is going to miss.
That was advantage?
The other one was an 8.
This guy is so
Everyone's going in
confused.
dice jail right now. Everyone's in dice jail until they learn to behave.
He's gonna randomly attack one of you.
He
Let's
has
see
so many
here.
options.
He's going after the bard.
Of course he is. Why wouldn't you?
Does a 21 hit you?
Sure does. I've already cut my finger, so go easy.
Oh, you.
He does 9 points of damage to you.
Jesus. Well, I would like to heal immediately
As a reaction?
as a reaction.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal for 4.
All right. That was his turn. We go to the top of the order, and that's Issa.
Has this guy been hit once?
No, you guys all missed
All
this
missed.
guy.
But I'm very close. I would like to take a swipe at his leg again with my
Okay.
great
You're
sword.
trying not to kill him.
Don't want to kill him.
Okay.
So we've got a 19.
Okay. That will hit.
Yeah!
Finally.
Yeah, get him!
Roll,
Wait,
roll,
yeah.
roll the damage.
Ooh. That's a 9.
A 9.
Oh, that's
12.
Yeah.
That knocks him unconscious.
Does he still have both legs?
If you could just imagine, like she just sliced across his thigh, but didn't cleave through the bone. So you can kind of see the bone kind of, through this little gap of flesh, and blood kind of slowly seeping out onto the ground. He hasn't burnt into ashes. He's still there. He's unconscious currently.
I'm smiling again.
Okay.
So here's what we should do. I'm gonna put him in a headlock so he can't move.
I have a rope.
Yeah.
and you can heal him just a little bit.
I don't know if you know this, but I haven't been a cleric for terribly long, so I'm gonna try to. We can do a medicine check perhaps rather than use a spell.
Roll your medicine check.
I have him pinned to the ground.
You got him pinned to the ground, okay.
I can sing him a song to revive him if that would help.
Well, that's not gonna help anymore. So that's 11.
11 is enough to actually help him stop with the bleeding. He's kind of groggy, kind of looking up, like, what's going on? How come I'm not ashes?
What do you mean, how come you're not ashes?
He's really confused. He doesn't know what to think. Like, he's never been in this position before. He was expecting food. He didn't get food. He is just groggily getting out of this, fuzz of being unconscious, and he's surrounded by the likes of yous.
Where's the book?
Book? What book?
The book that Harm stole. Where is the book?
Harm has a book? I don't know.
Where is
Oh! Hold on.
I'm gonna dig the elbow into his back a little bit.
The book. Could you a little bit more? Because I got a
I'm gonna
kink.
sprinkle my
I got a kink.
ashes, bloody me.
You're gonna what?
Sprinkle my ashes on his wound.
Larry, is that you?
No, it's Lenny.
No, this is Larry from the other room.
Oh, man.
He's like, Harm has the book. Harm has the book and all the other stuff.
And where is Harm?
With the book.
And where is the book?
With Harm.
And oh no, we're gonna be here all day killing this man.
Why are you turning to ash?
Because we're not supposed to be here.
Where are you supposed to be?
Ah, jeez Louise. You see him just hold his breath.
Can you blood his nose?
I know, I just hit him upside the head.
You hit him, and he's, roll damage.
We're gonna kill him.
Yep, I hit him for 7.
You smack him, and he turns into ash.
That was unnecessarily painful for him at the end. See, what's wrong with stabbing people in their sleep?
I fall the 5 inches to the ground. Ew.
This guy just disappears. You get the feeling that he would rather die than tell you any information. As he disappears, turns to ashes. Everyone give me a perception check.
12?
13.
Perception?
Perception.
4.
4. With a 12 and a 13, you can hear the creak of a door opening.
We notify the rest of the party and very carefully take a look around the corner to see what's happening.
It's stealth time again.
I
Stealthily.
think it's a little late for stealth time.
There, everyone had a dice jail. We need you all.
As you peer out the door, you notice at the end of the hallway, the door is open into what seems to be a larger room than these past 2 rooms you've been in. And a lone adversary standing there going, Lenny? Oh, crap! You guys aren't Lenny! Hey, you guys!
Oh no.
Let us roll initiative one more time.
Yahoo!
Is this guy about the size of a half orc?
This guy is not the size of a half orc.
27.
Oh, jeez.
20.
20. Issa
20.
and Fidessa.
Wait for it. 1.
Rathis, you may go. Fidessa just yelled out, hey, there's someone down the hall.
Now, last time we tried to persuade someone, it didn't go particularly well. We spent a while trying to murder them and failed miserably.
Tried to not-
Well,
I
you
tried
actually
so hard
succeeded.
not to murder.
We tried not to murder them and we failed.
So this time, I think I just want to go for straight up murder.
You pass by Fidessa, run down the hall, and you make your way in front of a guy. You see a large cavernous room with bookcases to your left, a large round table surrounded by 2 other individuals and a robed individual as well. It looks like they were just getting ready to eat a meal. And on the far side of the room, you also notice 3 chests. If you're going to attack this individual, roll your attack.
It's a long.
That is an 11, and that is going to miss.
Of course it is.
Dennis, it is your turn.
I will throw a dart at him.
You make your way into the hallway, you pull out a dart, and you throw it. Roll me an attack.
18.
18 will hit him.
Everything I do is on a d4. 6 damage.
Basically, he takes a dart to the arm. He's like, what the heck? We need some backup. It is now Issa's turn.
I was gonna say, can I
Yeah, I
longbow?
just remember what happened.
Yeah, you can pull your longbow out and you can take a shot at the guy who's directly in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Would like to do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll, see if you hit.
I'm a 16.
16 does hit.
Nice.
And an 11.
You smack him right in the head. This arrow just passes right by Reth's head,
Good.
grazes him on the ear, and right into the middle of the other guy, and he just falls back, turns into a ball of flame, and turns into ashes. It is now their turn. The first guy closest to Reth's stand up out of his chair and move over to here. He's gonna try and hit Reth's with his sword. And he's not going to hit you with a 5. Another individual at the table stands up. He'll move over to here. He will end his turn right there. Rogue individual in the room gets out of his chair, moves over, and he is going to cast Command.
Oh, that seems familiar.
Yeah.
And he's going to cast Command on, let's see here, which of these individuals? Issa, he yells out, kneel. I will need you to do a wisdom saving throw.
It's 14.
14? You can tell him that you don't want to, because it does
Yeah.
not seem to work. Fidessa, it is now your turn.
Can I see that magic user on the other end? There's an awful lot going on in between. the two
Yes,
of
you
us
can
currently.
actually, you can.
So I am going to cast Mind Sliver again and just say, that's a very rude thing to say to someone you've never met before. So he has to pass a DC 13 wisdom, intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence, all right. He does not.
Oh, well, he's going to take 1 point of psychic damage for being rude.
All right.
Dice gem.
You kind of see him like, brain freeze. Oh, I shouldn't have had that ice cream. And we go to the top of the order. Reths, it is your turn. You have 2 individuals in front of you, both of their long swords out and ready to skewer you. What shall you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna rapier the guy closest to the tables.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit them.
20.
That will hit. Roll your damage.
11.
He immediately bursts into flame as you poke your rapier right through his eye socket,
Excellent.
and he turns to ash.
Good. More ash for me.
It is now Dennis's turn.
Cool. We're just going to go right up to the one on the door. And believe it or not, I'm going to punch him.
All right.
We're going to try to punch him. We're going to try to punch him again.
Well, you have, it's hard.
Okay, that's a natural 20. So,
Yay!
Oh, nice.
so I guess in theory I got 2 punches.
Yeah. It's like a speed bag, like a
Of course. 5 plus 7 damage.
7 damage. He's still standing. Issa, it is now your turn.
Okay. Let's get behind them.
All right, you move in behind. Now you get to roll at advantage.
It's a
So that would
16.
be a 16.
Okay.
Roll again.
Or a 20.
Natural 20?
No.
Dirty 20. That will hit, though.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
6.
6. Yeah, you cleave right through his waistline, and he bursts into flames and turns into ashes.
More actually.
Excellent. I'm getting a bit heavy.
You don't have to keep collecting ash.
Yes.
We're in the middle of the fight, you just got a dustpan.
The one that's dressed in robes, he is not too happy right now. It's going to be the gnome who will be taking a guiding bolt. Let's see if this actually hits. Does a 14 hit you?
No, I have a 15 armor class.
15 armor class. Oh, okay. So you just see this bolt come out of his hands as it whizzes right by you, or really above you. I guess it's good being short. With that being said, it is now Fidessa's turn.
Well, I just turn around and say, well, I know that one too, and I guiding bolt right back to him. Nope, that was a waste of a spell slot. How about a 7?
A 7 also misses, as it also goes over Dennis's head.
It's my first
and
time casting this one,
past
guys.
the
I'm sorry.
cleric.
This is very embarrassing.
We go to the top of the order, Reths.
I am absolutely sick of this firework display. So I'm gonna run right up to the guy
Okay.
and, stab him in the neck as I usually do.
Okay. You come running in with your rapier. You try to stab him in the neck. Roll to see if you hit.
Oh, I hit.
Oh, did you?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
That is a 24.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
That's a 9.
9 altogether? Okay. Yeah, you definitely take your rapier, you shove it into his neck, you pull it back out, and you see blood splurting out, and he's still standing though. It is now Dennis's turn.
I'm too far away to punch him.
If you want to try to jump onto the chair that's beside him with an athletics check, you can have your attack and move to that position.
So athletics check is a 12.
12, that's enough to get onto the chair.
And then we're gonna try to punch him, because that's what I do. Punch him in Oh god. Oh, that is not the best. That's a 13.
That is a 13. That is going to miss. Basically, this guy just sees this little gnome running up to him, jumps into the air and tries to Superman punch him and land deftly onto the chair at the same time, but he does miss.
As a bonus, I'm using flurry.
All right.
Oh.
And now we're gonna try and grapple him. Okay, so that's an 18.
Okay, that hits.
And now we go into a contest.
All right. I have an 18 on the die.
I also have an 18. I have an 18 total.
You try to slip that headlock onto him, and he just kind of shrugs it off, even though you're standing on the chair. Like, you're actually eye to eye to him right now. It is now Issa's turn.
Okay, let's go behind him, and then we'll hit him with the great sword.
Roll to see if you can hit this guy.
So it's an 18.
You're across from Dennis right now, so you
So
have advantage.
advantage, yes. So 25.
25.
That's a natural 20.
That's a
Oh,
natural.
natural 20.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are cleaving into this guy. Roll to see how much damage you do.
Yep.
It's a 19. Yeah.
19 points.
19.
19 points of damage.
Yeah.
You take your great sword, and it's almost like a hot knife in butter as you slowly slice it down the middle of this guy, and he peels into two before bursting into flame and turning into 2 piles of ashes. 2 piles of ashes.
That was thrilling. We're all alive. Nobody went unconscious at any point. It was one of our people. This is very exciting. This is progress.
You know what? I gotta stop holding back my punch. I keep thinking I'm in the ring, and I just got.
You do. All the way, punching all the
Yeah, I
way
gotta
through.
go
I saw
all
that
the way.
in a
Yeah.
You are currently in what looks almost like a banquet/meeting hall. There are bookcases to the northeast of this room, treasure chests to the southeast-ish of this room, some barrels in the far corner of the west, and a table with some uneaten food.
Well, we all know where Fidessa is gonna go.
straight to the books.
I'm gonna go to the barrels because they might be helpful.
Okay, roll me perception checks.
Was that your perception?
Nice. You are perceptive as fuck.
Yes, fuck.
You perceive everything.
You can see that it's a game. Like, you're just like, this is real. This is simulation.
I've decided I'm very short and can't see anything.
You search the room with your natural 20. You notice that there's a letter on the table.
Is it in a language you understand?
I do understand this.
Thank God.
Harm. Meet in Hillock at midnight. Lemire's warehousing and goods. The barrel of fish will lead the way. We will collect the items from you at that point. We do have one more request, which we will be glad to compensate you for. Details upon your arrival. And then we have...
Oh,
Sounds like a fist.
Yeah, fist.
could we roll a history check on the symbol of the fist to see if that's
Yeah,
related to anything that
all
we
of
know?
you can roll history checks.
I know nothing.
I got a 17.
17?
No,
17 as
everything.
With the 17, both of you realize doing your work with the organization that you guys work with, you've tracked this organization as well. This is one of the black market organizations that are working throughout Thimgrum. And you happen to know that this organization is called the Night Fists. They generally deal with doing contract work for very wealthy clients. And you know that their headquarters is currently unknown due to the fact that they're so hard to find. As you continue your searching, you notice that the treasure chests are not empty. You find a lot of wrestling garb that you would think belonged to Harm. So a lot of his wrestling trunks, his boots, some of his overalls, his robes, very smelly. I know Georgie would be very, very jealous that the smelly stuff is in there. But you also find 3 vials, and you notice that there is a scaled belt.
Can I examine the scaled belt to see if it has any sort of magical properties?
You may roll an Arcana.
It's a fake championship belt that he likes to kind of carry around.
Oh, it's a 23.
For 23, you definitely know that this is magical to some degree.
Oh.
Can I sleight of hand and steal it?
You may try.
I run away with the belt. We'll be able to identify this in a little bit, but perhaps this is not the place to hang out and do so. Considering we appear to be in a bit of a cul-de-sac and/or a kill box.
I'm gonna go look in those barrels for a second.
Sure.
Yeah, is it the fish
The
barrel?
fish,
Something with fish
the barrel of fish will lead the way.
Yeah, that's like, well.
Mm.
Oh, I actually rolled something.
Yay!
So I have a 17.
Pry the barrel's open. It's like cured meats are in there. One has barely any meat left at the bottom.
This one of them fish.
It is not fish. Since you're searching around this room, why don't you guys give me an investigation check?
I got a 3.
Oh, I have a 19.
Nice. 15.
A 15 and a 19, you say. Yeah, you don't seem to uncover anything else in this room.
So let's get the hell out of here.
Shall we?
Can you cast fire stuffs?
Yes, I can.
You want to just burn all the hard stuff for me?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. So I kind of kick the chest over. All of the stuff. It's gonna smell so bad though when this
We're
starts
leaving.
to burn. Okay, so but everyone just like fire and then run. Is Georgie gonna get in trouble? That
No,
freaking smelly man lives in a box. I feel badly for him.
You
He's
killed
upstairs,
everyone
he's
else.
fine.
We're not gonna kill Georgie.
He's gonna tell people we should kill him on the way out.
I don't think he's part of whatever.
I just want to
part-
see if he bursts into ashes or not.
I think you could probably just poke him a little. He gets kicked. He
We're
gets
not
kicked
killing
every night in a
Kicked in a
box.
box. We're leaving Georgie alone.
You can at least tell him I hate him.
Yes, you can tell him you hate him as we leave.
Okay, good.
And I cast create bonfire over top of Harm's stuff.
Okay. You cast your spell and you notice that this pile of wrestling attire starts to smolder and burn. Everyone give me a constitution save.
We're gonna get killed by
What
the
is the
gas.
fumes of this guy's ass?
I've got an 8.
19.
So less than 10. I have
Less than
7.
You have a 7.
I have 10.
Isa and Dennis, you start to feel nauseated by this burning wrestling attire smell as you guys try to exit the area.
I'm gonna say it's above my head. I'm too short.
You're just kind of heaving and...
And I'm still okay with it.
Are you guys leaving back into the arena?
Yeah, there's nothing
I
else.
didn't find
Would
another
there
exit.
be another exit through here? No.
Probably not. No, there should be, because Harm never
leaves.
Harm never leaves through here.
So close that door and we'll search for the 2 rooms for an actual exit.
Yeah.
You go back into the other 2 rooms. Roll me investigation checks.
I hope this is where the janitor is. I need to tell him.
16.
I also have a 16.
I have 2.
15.
He's staring off into the distance,
Just wondering.
what Georgie's doing. Like, how am I gonna tell him I really hate him? Like George, no, there's gotta be. I want to be smooth about it, Georgie. I hate you. With a 16, you guys don't seem to find anything in either room.
Let's get it. It smells so
So
bad,
bad.
guys.
It's
So
really starting to
bad.
come underneath
This
the
is
door
now
that
a
you just
perfect
closed.
reason to kill Georgie, because
I-
we can't find the other exit. So clearly, if he says Harm never leaves, then he's lying.
There could have been an extra exit.
He's also, maybe he got shoved in
find
a
it.
box. He doesn't know anything.
Guy's
Let's
head's
get out of
He's
here.
taking too
Can you
many
set
blows
fire
to
to
the
the
head.
box? Can you set fire to the box?
No.
As well?
I will not. I will not.
Someone
Let's
tell him
go.
I hate him,
We'll tell him, but we can't
We're-
get
I mean,
him.
why do you hate them, man? So-
because I think he's a liar. He knows things.
He knows
I
that.
just want to know if he's going to burst into ashes or not.
Okay.
Up the stairs, under the ring. Let's get out of here.
As the smoke seeps from underneath the doors that you close behind in the main room, you make your way back underneath the ring and out of the arena into the main area. You see Georgie just kind of like, I could have been a boss.
Also,
Still with
he's
his-
bard, like that's why I hate him as well.
And he's just like, his eyes are just closed, like, yeah, boy.
I'm gonna yell at him. Georgie!
Oh, Dennis, how you doing?
You smell under the ring there. You should go check it out.
His eyes just bulge, like, you're not fooling with me,
Not
are you?
fooling with you.
Like, you're not gonna like throw him in the box and not kick it, are you?
Nope.
Thanks, Dennis.
Great new smell for you.
He starts, waddling over to the ring and is like, "Ah, this is amazing! I love my job." Okay, so what are you guys gonna do now?
So we have a fancy belt we can go check out. We know that the book's not here.
This meeting is until midnight.
Wait, he's not going to know that. We think he's already seen this letter? If this got here after he left yesterday, then we've taken it away. He's not going to know it's there.
You get the feeling that the letter has been perused.
Okay.
And then where is that?
Lemire's warehousing goods.
Yeah.
That's in Hillock.
Is Hillock? Hillock's the slightly rougher part of town.
It is the slightly rougher part of town.
Let's go. It sounds awesome.
Are there any fishmongers between us and them?
I'm like super familiar with the area.
In this area, there isn't fishmongers.
Let's go visit my mom. We'll have some lunch. We'll put our feet up for a little bit.
I'll persuade her to do it.
No, you won't do anything like that, or I'm gonna have to hurt you. Because we have time before we have to get to the warehouse anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just go and have maybe a short rest.
That sounds reasonable. I can look at this belt and see if I can figure out what it is.
Well, I guess you're gonna make your way over to Dennis's house to meet his mom. She offers you a whole bunch of food,
Fish?
lots of potatoes.
Oh, it's
Lots
gonna
of-
be a lot of like
A lot of.
meats and
Yep.
I mean,
She's like, I knew you were gonna come back, and I knew you were gonna be hungry, so I made all this food. And I don't know where your father is. He should be home by now. But I guess I'll just send you out to go grab him again. But you're here, and you brought friends.
Hello.
Hello.
a friend and 2 acquaintances.
I don't have
We
any.
killed like
Ooh.
7 people together, and that doesn't make us friends.
I don't know if we need to tell her about that
Dennis,
quite
what have you been doing today?
yet.
Just the delivery that we were supposed to do, and now we're just following up on a couple of things. But we were nearby, and I figured you'd have lunch ready, so we figured we'd stop in and have some food.
Okay. Let's just catch up and then eat. Everyone sit down, eat. You guys notice like these tables are really low to the ground. You might as well have been kneeling on the ground
Just
to
sit
eat at these
cross-legged
tables.
on the ground. You guys are fine.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. It's so kind of you to feed us all.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Any friend of Dennis is a friend of Dennis.
These potatoes are delicious. What's that seasoning? Salt? Delicious.
It's what I like to call my secret spice. I take just a little bit of rock dust, just sprinkle it in, when you crunch on it, it really grinds into your teeth. After years of doing this, your bowels will be just slippery clean every day, right, Dennis?
Yes.
He's very regular. Very regular. Like, I count them. What's the record? 8 times? 8 times you did it?
In a day?
Like, in an hour? Oh, he's such a good boy.
I see why Georgie likes you.
Oh.
Fuck Georgie.
Now, young man, we don't use words like that in this household.
I apologize. What are you doing after dinner?
Fucked if I know.
Fuck you know.
Oh, Dennis, why don't you and friends eat here and
He stays here. He doesn't go anywhere else.
you guys have the opportunity to have a meal at Dennis's house. The mother is obviously very accommodating to you guys. Are you going to do anything else while you're there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stealthily go up to her.
No, you're not.
I'm going to examine the belt further and see whether or not I can figure out what kind of magical item it is.
Okay. How do you proceed to do so?
I look for any arcane glyphs I would recognize that would direct to what kind of magic would be used on it, what sort of effects it might be capable of. I don't have identifies.
You don't have an encyclopedia? It just has them.
My mind is an encyclopedia of useless junk. I mean, you can always just try to attune to a magical item, I think, to figure out what it is. But
Why
this
don't
feels
you-
potentially dangerous, considering we talked about someone's there was a mask made out of someone's face that was
Jeez.
full of some curses. We update them on the mask face situation.
Yes, evidently there's a wrestling mask that was made out of someone's face or skin, which was part of the items that was stolen while these guys were trying to deliver it. It was actually Dennis's job to, deliver that item. Your mom kind of overhears it like, what do you mean that the mask got stolen? Didn't you deliver the item?
Yes, now go away.
Okay. She just walks off, tries to get more food.
Come back.
That's a very rude way to speak to your mother.
Yeah.
Also, that's a very rude way to speak to his mother.
Spending some time with this belt, you do know that it is magical. You do know that it is also something related to the martial arts.
This is seems to be a
Great.
wrestling related or martial arts related item.
I'm gonna take
Would
it.
you like to try it on?
As long as it's fits me.
It's too big for you.
Once you put it on, it amazingly kind of shrinks to your size. Aside from that, you don't know anything else until you tune to it or get it identified. You do know that you have that letter. I assume you took it with you before you burned down the TWA.
Yeah, I have the
Just
letter.
a room. We're just a room. A stone room. Small fire. It's all fine.
It was contained.
Very contained. Yeah.
Slightly contained.
Very contained behind wooden doors.
Behind wooden doors.
What do you guys want to do now? You've had technically you've had a short rest.
I got my key point back.
I'm gonna get one of my spell slots back. And I'd also like to try and see if I can figure out what the 2 vials are. So 3 vials.
Do an Arcana check.
Oh no. 7? I'm just distracted because he keeps trying to run after the mother.
Yeah,
Back here, get back here!
you're looking at the vials and they're not clear. One is in kind of a green hued container. The other ones, they're kind of in a red hued container, but you do not know what they are.
I think we need to find out what we're gonna do next.
Go to the pub.
That's an option.
And if you want to meet Dennis, then yeah, he's probably at the pub.
I'd love
but-
to see Dennis.
Yeah, don't forget to get your dad.
Can we make a plan at the pub?
That would be a good place to plan, would it not?
Why not plan here while we're knowing?
I'm just gonna try and continue my own 2 plans. Decide which one's more important to me and then just go for that one.
I hit him with a stick.
Whoever assigned me with him is maybe sabotaging this mission.
Well, it did say sorry.
Eventually, before midnight, we're going to be heading to Hillock. So, how far would that be from where we are now?
You figure to get there from Dennis's house probably take you a couple hours.
So, if we want to sort of suss out this place before we necessarily go in.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know where this place is?
Excellent question. History check?
Yeah, give me a history check. Actually, Dennis, won't you give me a history check as well? Because you'll probably know even better, and I'll give you advantage.
I got a 1, so
It's-
it can't be worse than me.
It seems I ate too much and I've forgotten things.
You got food coma.
I have rolled an 8 and a 3.
What you do know of Hillock, it is a seedy part of the mountain. So seedy that most businesses that want to be found have signs. Most businesses that don't want to be found don't have signs. And in Hillock, no one who's a business has a sign. And from there, we will end this session and we will continue at a later date. Thank you for joining us on the Dungeon Story. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye!
And don't forget to subscribe.